tough. They're a really disciplined, well-coached team that understand how to take away team strengths. But we got to do the job, right? It's what we do. We're not going to change. We're going to put pressure on people. Having a size advantage, we play bigger, be able to attack the offensive boards and those types of things to try to create as many opportunities as we can.
For a high-volume three team like Boston, what threes can you live with?
The highly contested ones. I thought last time we played them, we kind of let them off the hook by backing up, getting under the three-point line, and we allowed Derek White and those guys to just raise up and get the ones where they're comfortable. We got to do a better job of making them uncomfortable, and if they want to take them, they've got to be tough step-back threes, off the dribble, multiple dribble moves to get to those instead of just the easy catch-and-shoots or the walk-ups.
Will you try to force pace in this game? Like, would you like to get out and run much more for a team like them that like to play so much in the half court?
Yeah, I think it's where we're, at our best also. We're an elite transition team. And, when we are getting out and creating tempo, it gives our guys an opportunity to play in a broken floor. So that's something we try to do every night.
When you become the head coach and you have a player like Cade, what kind of things are you thinking about going in, learning about him, and what was kind of your focus on helping him take the next step?
You said it, I think, best, is you try to form genuine relationships with everybody, right? You try to figure out, exactly what makes him tick, what motivates him, what he actually wants to accomplish. And I think by having those conversations with him, you learn a lot about him, where he comes from, his upbringing, all those things where you find the buttons that need to be pressed in motivation. Just being around him, we realize how lucky we are to have a leader like him and a guy that's your best player but is so high character and such a great teammate in person as well that it makes the job easy for everybody, right? Like, you can coach him as hard as you want to, and he accepts coaching, and, he wants to learn and get better. And that was the best part, is he didn't feel like he had reached a ceiling. He felt like he had room to grow. So with us, it was just figuring out, okay, here are the situations, here are your strengths, and how do we continue to get better at those things. But he's been so eager, and so much fun to coach because he's absorbing everything. He's extremely intelligent as well.
And when he has he had a fantastic game here in that last one, and misses the free throw at the end. How do you kind of get him through a moment like that? What do you think a moment like that does?
It makes him better. Again, he understands the burden that he carries every single night that he's on the floor. And I know he was disappointed, but he also knows there are going to be so many more of those moments where he's going to have an opportunity to lift us up. And that's the thing with him, is just having the conversation, making him aware of how many positive things he did. Even in that game, it was genius what he did. Going to the referee and telling him this is exactly what I'm going to do to put the pressure on the referee to have to make that call. That's genius, right? And he did it. He took his 3 dribbles, they went to foul him, and he got the 3 free throws. So, again, you see him putting it all together, right? And he's ascending to those superstar ranks because of that.
JB, with Derek White's defense, and he's 6'4", one of their shot blockers in the league, what are the unique challenges of going up against a defender like that?
It's a credit to him, his toughness, his intelligence, his courage, also to try to make plays. But he's a winner. And I think that's the thing that's most important, is he's just willing to do whatever it takes to win a game. And, you always have to be alert where he is on the floor, whether he's coming from the weak side, to block shots, get steals, the different people that he can guard, you know what I mean? He can guard up in size, obviously guard down in size, but he's just, he's an elite guy, an elite competitor, and extremely intelligent as well as a defender.
Do you think it could be easy to overlook, the shot blocking element? Usually you're going up against 7-footers down there, naturally thinking about it, you see a 6'4" guy come over, maybe you're not thinking, oh, this guy's going to block my shot. Do you think that's a mental hurdle?
Not anymore, because it's not a secret anymore, right? Everybody knows he's coming and what he's capable of. So you are, you know what I mean? It's on the scouting report, and guys are aware of it now. But it is, for a smaller guy to be, such an elite shot blocker, it is unique.
You've got 2 guys in Jalen and Isaiah that are enforcers, probably throwback guys who would have loved to play in the 90s. Can you teach young guys to be enforcers? Or was that just something natural that you just let them do?
Yeah, no, it's just in them. It's who they are, and it's not fake. right? Like you see around the league now, there's a lot of fake tough guys that act like they want to do something but really don't. And our guys are genuine. They don't. Well, sometimes they start shit, but you know what I mean. Like they don't back down when it gets going too. Again, it's the heart of our team. It's the makeup of our identity is that grit and toughness, and those are the guys that bear the torch for us every day.
When you're coaching young guys, do you treat them differently depending on how they receive criticism? Like, are there certain guys that I'm not going to scream at in the middle of a game? It's better to talk about that afterwards, and vice versa, or do you kind of just think about you're going to coach everybody the same right now and not really worry about how it's being, felt, I guess, by them?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's, again, part of the building of relationships is you understand there are certain guys that you have to reach in different ways. And that's the most important thing. Like, as a coach, our job is to reach, all 18 guys on our team, including our two-ways. So, they're not all the same. They don't all have the same background, upbringing, how they take in information. Some of the guys, like you can get on. Other guys, you have to have more one-on-one conversations. Some guys don't receive criticism well in front of a large group of people, right? So, like, those are all things that you have to get to know about guys. And then, you do your best to decipher in the moment, as the games are going, because it does happen so fast, but try to transfer that information as best as possible.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.